Hello, Lisa Richard here with Loving Energy Recharge, coming in to do this week's energetic forecast reading. This is for the week of May the 2nd going through to May the 9th. And the energy that is coming in this week is all about finding that balance and coming back into allowing oneself to feel. The messages are coming in very strong. I'm seeing that tug of war between that mental mind and what we're told we should feel, as opposed to coming into the body, coming home to self, and just knowing, that inner knowing that tells us when something feels right or something doesn't. So the energy this week is all about feelings, coming back to connect to that essence of yourself, getting back to the root of why things are feeling that the way they are, and allowing yourself that grace and time to explore, to know that sometimes you have to go through the pain of feeling, that uncomfortableness of feeling, to get to the root issue of what is causing it, to get back to the love of self, to honor yourself, and then to release and to let go. So coming in to do this reading, I found myself going back to my origins, going back to grab the beautiful chakra cards. These are by Tori Hartman. That is the very first deck that I ever laid hands on to step in to do this work. I was not a card reader prior to that, but something in me knew the moment that I received this deck, the moment my hands touched these cards, that I would be able to speak to the energy of what I was seeing, what I was feeling, what I was sensing. I have no idea how I knew that. I can't explain it to anybody. I can't have a rational mind to connect with that knowing. But I can feel beyond feel that that is my truth for me. We all have that ability inside of us. And this is a bit of a shift to call you home to that body, to those sensations you have within, and to start building that trust again. So we're pulling a card for each one of our 7 major chakras, using those beautiful chakra cards by Tori Hartman. And we're just asking, what energy is coming forward this week that we need to pay attention to? What do we need to know in terms of feelings? And how can we embrace them in order to serve our highest good, in order to bring in more love and light, in order to set ourselves free to just be who we are meant to be. So I'm going to take a few moments to just go into silence and pull through the cards. I haven't pulled any of those cards yet. Actually, I lied. The root card just came out as I spoke that. But I'm going to spend some time in silence, enjoying the process of allowing things to unfold, and then we'll dive in to do this reading. So I invite you during this period of time to just open up your heart to receive, allow yourself to connect with your breath, allow yourself to center in the moment, and allow yourself to be open to clearing out whatever is in your highest good and whatever your body is ready to clear out for you today. Looking for one last card. We have the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and just looking for the crown. Loving the calm energy that is unfolding with this shuffling, just allowing things to come forward in their own time, in their own pace, knowing that whenever we step up to do any kind of healing work, it's never forced. It's always a very gentle breathing in, open that heart center to receive, and a very gentle exhale, knowing and trusting that you are just ready to release and let go. It is a beautiful process of preparing one's body, one's mind, and one's spirit to allow whatever is meant to transpire to transpire. So still shuffling through, still looking for that crown, and then we will jump into the reading. I think that higher sense, that crown is purposely just allowing for that time to let things unfold, to let that peace and that calm be the overriding energy, so that when we do connect with our feelings that sometimes we don't always want to face, we just know and trust that we're ready to do that. So it comes in with the acknowledgement that it's there, but the grace and the ease of, you know what, we can support one another as a collective coming together to watch this video, to know that this reading is for us all, and to all support each other just a little bit deeper and letting go some of those things that we might be holding on to. Okay, I just had the crown card fall out. I'm going to start now by showing you the card at the bottom of the deck. I like to say that this is the root energy. So this is really getting to the core of what the week represents. So looking at those feelings, looking at those chakras, this is the energy that is at the core of it all. So here we have a beautiful card. This is acceptance. I'm going to take it off the bottom of the deck to show you a little bit closer. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. You'll see that we have the red. This is the red of the root center. This is knowing that we are all different. Life has given us different experiences, different opportunities. We've all been given a separate slice of that pie, but together we are a whole. We can support each other in that totality of knowing how life unfolds, how life wraps us, knowing that at the core essence of everything is love, is that beautiful cherry, is that sweet essence of who you truly are. So we're going to put that to the side. We're going to bring in that ability to accept things for the way they are. We are not going to judge things as good or bad. We're going to find the neutrality, that middle ground, and we are just going to allow ourselves to accept that, yes, there is some of that feeling there, that is some of that emotion there, but I'm ready to let it go. It is in my highest good, and I'm just going to embrace that I have reached that crossroads, I have reached that point, and I am able and ready to free myself. So we're jumping now into the root chakra. This is down, connecting us to the earth. This is what helps us to feel safe and secure in our environment and really connect with the roots of who we are. This is often in times our identity and how we see ourselves in the world around us. So we have this card that came to us right side up. It is the beautiful card of perfection. Now I love this card because that is the essence of who we are. And then we have that higher self. So we are always surrounded by something that is bigger and greater than we could ever imagine for ourselves. We are so lovingly supported. We are able to allow ourselves to grow. We are able to allow ourselves to be nurtured. We are able to allow ourselves to connect with that deeper voice from within. So we have that blue of the throat chakra that's also sitting down in the root. It's allowing yourself to connect with your self-expression, feeling safe that it is time to speak out as to who you are. It is time to come forward, being yourself, setting yourself free, not having to pretend anymore. So there's some beautiful energy in this card that, you know, when you allow yourself to just reach in and grab the fruits from your labor, all the hard work you've been doing on your own healing journey, spending that time connecting and figuring out what you like, what you not like. Now is a great time for you to realize and accept, going back to that acceptance card, that none of us are perfect. We are all so perfectly imperfect. We've all made mistakes. We've all had joys. We've all had successes. We've all had hardships and loss. There's been times where we haven't been so graceful. There's been other times where we have been amazing support for others. So this is all about accepting you for who you are, understanding that your journey has evolved you into the person you are today, and that there's still so much more growth that you are capable of doing. So allow yourself to shine, allow yourself to step up to be who you're meant to be. When you are ready, when that is there, it is right for you, and it is available to offer out at your own time and at your own pace. Again, it is not forced. It is that breath that just comes naturally, allowing things to unfold as they are meant to unfold. What beautiful energy down in that root chakra. We're moving up now into that sacral center right below the belly button. That sacral center is the womb of life. You can look at Mother Earth as being the womb of life for the entire planet. It is here to nurture, just like we nurture that essence of ourselves. It is also where we hold all of those emotions, our stories. It's also where that creativity starts to come alive, so we can plant those seeds for a better tomorrow, for things that you want to manifest down the road and see grow into fruition. Now we have a card there in protection. It is upside down, and this speaks to us of growth. Now, whenever I see cards upside down, I'm reminded that it's the higher self coming down to talk to us about growth. Now, sometimes we can't see the changes on the outside of us, but we're here to trust and to know that the growth happens from within. When you go through a process of transformation, when you go on a healing journey, that work starts inside of you. It is not always visible out here until you have spent a lot of time really getting to the root, really starting to nurture, allowing yourself to shed away those layers, allowing yourself to unfold, accepting yourself for who you truly are, and then being ready to project that you, that true you, out into the world. So know that even though you don't see so many changes out here, that doesn't mean that there's not a ton of work going on inside your body, inside the essence of yourself. So give yourself a little bit of recognition this week. Again, going back to that essence of acceptance. Accept yourself for your journey. Accept yourself for all the growth that has transpired. Accept yourself that you are still in the process of growing. There is no such thing as perfection. So just let yourself unfold, accepting the good with the bad. And again, not judging, just knowing that you are going to have many different moments. You're going to have many different feelings. And it is okay to just be whoever you are in that moment, doing the best that you possibly can, without criticizing yourself, without judging yourself, without condemning yourself. Whenever we want something to grow and we are nurturing that. So if you think of a little child or you think of a little plant, a little animal, in order for that to grow, to be the healthiest version of self, that means tenderness, gentle words, loving gestures, not criticizing, not hurting, not condemning. So see yourself as that little child, see yourself as that little plant, and be very gentle with the way you are nurturing that new growth inside of you. We're now moving up into that beautiful solar plex. That solar plex sits above the belly button, just underneath that rib cage. This is the center of willpower. It's the center of your fire from within. It is here to push you into action or to remind you to hold back if the action steps are just not ready to come forward yet. So down in that chakra, we have a card in protection. Now we have some beautiful heart-centered healing going on here with all the green. And we have a card that says trickery. So that higher self again is coming down and sitting in that power center of who you are, asking you, who is asking you to take action? Are you feeling the need to take action in yourself? Or are you feeling the pressure from the world, pressure from others, telling you that you must do something? Are you putting your energy towards things that are in your highest interest? Or again, are you feeling that pressure, somebody else's manipulation, somebody else's idea of what you should be? Are you letting that guide your power center? So the higher self is reminding you that you are larger than you think in terms of having that courage, having that strength of knowing what your heart needs. Don't be distracted by everybody else's busyness, that scattered energy that's out there telling you you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should think this, you should think that. Allow yourself to be solid and rooted in the essence of knowing things will unfold as they need to unfold, and trust when the action steps are ready for you. So trusting in that gut instinct, those sounds and those feelings from within your own body, that's going to urge you to move forward. It's going to let you know when that growth is ready to sprout into something more, or when it's time to just lay dormant, to just let things unfold as they're meant to unfold, to wait and see what happens before making a decision, to really feel things through, to know what is right for you. So know that you're going to feel some pressure this week to hurry up and do things. This is your reminder from that higher self that that energy is trying to trick you. Know that you are strongly rooted in faith. You are strongly rooted in love. You are strongly rooted in the capacity for your body to feel for itself, to know that in you is the capacity to heal and take the action steps that are going to serve your highest good. So have faith in yourself and know when the time is right for you to take action or not to take action. We're moving up now into that beautiful heart center. That heart center is all about healing. That is where we like to draw up all those emotions, all of those feelings that are ready to be released. We can ask that higher self to step in and just hold that in that space of love. We can offer it some compassion. We can offer it some grace. We can be thankful for the lessons learned in the journey. So the card that we have in that chakra is destiny. Now this is that higher self coming down, sitting in your heart. Again, this is accepting both sides of who you are. We have the good side, the not so good side. We have the yin and the yang. It's all about balancing those energies, knowing and accepting that we are not perfect. We are not meant to be perfect, but we are also not standing before judgment. So trust me when I say that the universe, God, source, the creator, whatever it is, they have already seen everything that you have done. They know what you have done. So why do we try to hide? Why do we feel guilty? Why do we suppress ourselves, thinking that we are fooling somebody? We are being trickeried into keeping that stuff down in that power center and closing off the essence of who we are under the fear of judgment. So this is your card in that heart center to free yourself. Free yourself from that mindset that you are hiding anything from higher self, because you're not. And you're already so accepted as you are. So give yourself the grace now of accepting yourself, of understanding that that was a learning lesson, of understanding that you have choices to choose to do better. If something didn't work out the first time, you can choose to let go. You can choose to have a different perspective. You could choose to be more compassionate. So this is your destiny to rise up, your destiny to accept yourself for who you are and to move forward, knowing that everything in the past is already done. It is old energy, is completed. Set yourself free. Allow yourself to move forward with that freedom of just being yourself. Utter and complete acceptance for who you are. We're moving up now into that throat center. That throat center is all about communication and manifestation. So manifestation meaning that you're taking those action steps and you're starting to move forward with them. You're putting it into momentum. So down in that center, we have a beautiful card that talks about self-worth. This is all about that sacral center healing. We have that orange of the sacral. They're asking, are you ready to claim your chair? Are you ready to accept yourself for who you are? Are you ready to accept that you have so much more potential than you have allowed yourself to feel? Are you ready to accept that you have that royal essence in the form of you deserve to have a good life. You deserve to feel well. You deserve to put your feet up. You deserve to be acknowledged. There are so many things that you are deserving of. Now, this is in the throat center, and this does not mean that you are looking to the external environment to validate those things for you. This is about self-worth. This is about you claiming all of that stuff for yourself. So as you take some time this week, you're being asked to sit in contemplation. Sit there and look at yourself, look at your journey, look at your growth, look at all of those areas where you have been accepted, you have been forgiven, you have been cleared, and start to acknowledge all of those things that you have done right. This is about powering up that sacral center, powering up that energy, feeding it really good, nourishing thoughts to establish new growth, better growth for how you want to see yourself moving forward, qualities within yourself that you want to nurture so that you can strengthen them, and ways to really honor and accept yourself for just being the person you are. You can see in this one here that she's feeling a little bit lost. She's judging. She doesn't know who she is. Higher self is wrapping that arm around her, and it can be her or him. It doesn't matter. We are all the same, but it's acknowledging that you're already accepted. So we may not always see it. We may not always feel it. Our higher self wraps us in that love, and they're just asking us this week to sit down, take a look within, and to know that we're already there. We're already treated by royalty. We're already treated like royalty by that higher self. So it's time to start treating yourself with the same dignity and respect that you would do for anybody else in that position. What a beautiful message. We're moving up now into the third eye. This is the center of intuition, the higher wisdom, seeing beyond what the physical eyes can see. So here we have a card in protection, and we have some more of that sacral energy coming in. Now this speaks of completion. It is being shown to you upside down because it is a completion of a cycle. It is a completion of a journey. It is you releasing those old stories that do not serve your highest good. They do not foster that growth that you want to see down in that sacral center. They do not support your self-worth. So when we want to feed ourselves with healthy language, healthy thoughts, living full, rich lives, not suppressing ourselves, not burying ourselves, not hiding who we really are, well, then it's all about letting go. And there's so much beautiful energy this week to do just that, to release the old mind talk, to release the old stories, to offer that forgiveness, to wrap yourself again in that acceptance, and to just lay it to rest. Lay it to rest. Let it be at peace. Know that when things cross over, they're at peace. They've let go, they've released, they've allowed themselves to float up. So let us honor the essence of all of those who have departed, knowing that they are at peace, they are healthy, they are holy, they're all within the essence of who they are meant to be. And their greatest wish for all of us is to do the same, to live the fullest life that you can while here on earth. Earth is such a short period of time to experience all that there is to experience in this lifetime. So make the most of it. Don't wait for tomorrow. If you are feeling things in the moment, you are feeling the need to go out there and do something for yourself. And I don't mean major decisions. I mean things that you just know in your heart are right for you. Those are moments to really go and honor and allow yourself to embrace life. So for example, you might be finding that you are spending a lot of time working, you're hearing nature calling, you're feeling an urge to get outside. Why not give yourself a short break to go out there, enjoy it, experience life, breathe in that air, listen to the birds, notice the plants, see what is happening around you that is joyful. Don't suppress yourself. Don't bury yourself down. Don't limit yourself from what your body is telling you you need to do. So this is all about completing a cycle, putting an end to some of those things, and setting yourself free. We're now moving up to the last card in this reading, and this is all about the crown center. This is higher self coming through with that wisdom for what we need to know to really help serve our highest good for this week ahead. Here we have another card in protection. Now this card says grief. It is all about allowing things to unfold the way they are meant to unfold. There's a lot of heart-centered healing going on here. There's a lot of new growth going on in here. Sometimes when we are shedding away those parts of us that we have identified with for so long, we do go through a bit of a grieving process. So know that that is completely natural. You may feel uncomfortable in this journey. You may feel a little bit uncertain of who you are. You might be feeling vulnerable. That is okay. Your higher self is here to remind you that they are wrapping you. They are protecting you. They are comforting you. They know that it is a hard process to allow that new growth to come in. That is why you have to accept yourself that not everything is going to be perfect. Know that they are here to guide you. They are here to show you the way. Allow yourself to feel everything that you are feeling inside. Honor it, surrender it, ask them for help. So in this week ahead, we have a lot of beautiful energy coming through, a lot of energy to support you on your growth, a lot of different feelings that are mixed in there. This is all about learning to accept yourself for who you are, learning to let go, learning to nurture yourself and honor that things take time. You're not here to rush the process. You're not here to suppress yourself and hide the truth of who you are. You're not here to deny yourself your place in this world. So use this energy this week. I'm feeling some tightness in the throat. Like there is something there that just doesn't want to accept that destiny that's coming forward. So if you're finding yourself feeling really resistant this week to the energy, again, drop into your heart center. Notice that there's some trickery energy out there that may creep in to have you judge yourself, to doubt yourself, to kind of test to see, are you sure you want that? Are you sure this is the direction you want to go? This is all about heart-centered healing. So get clear with yourself. Spend time connecting with who you are and check back in. Is this my truth? Is this me? Or am I feeling all the pressure out there from somebody else? Am I feeling the pressure from the scattered energy that's just out in the universe? What is going on? Now, again, use some humor. The best kind of healing, the best kind of growth comes with that lightness and acceptance that things are totally out of our control. It is what it is. So look at things with that grace of humor. Allow yourself to complete those old cycles and to let go of thinking you know why things are happening to you or that things are all about you. We are so much smaller than we like to think we are. Again, there's a whole universe out there that is feeding the energy, looking after the energy. There are so many other things at play that we don't recognize for ourselves. So we tend to take a lot of things personally, which is sometimes that grieving process. We're letting go of all those identities. We're letting go of all those old stories. We're letting go of who we thought we were supposed to be because that's always what we've been told. So let yourself go through that process. Allow yourself to really care and nurture who you are. Fight back with any of that trickery energy that is creeping up by focusing on those things that you have done well. Remind yourself that you are not standing at that place of judgment. You've already been accepted. The guides, the higher self, they have already seen everything that you have done. You are accepted the way that you are. Start allowing yourself the same grace. Laugh some of that stuff out. Put back with that mind talk, some language from the heart, counterattacking it, letting it know, putting itself in your place, and claiming your throne, knowing you are worthy for this journey. I hope that reading serves you well this week. As always, I wish you all the best. Much love. You have this. Know that it is just energy. Take each moment as it comes. Don't allow yourself to take things so personally. You are one grain of sand on the beach. There are so many other emotions, other feelings, other things that are affecting your current energy. So just do what you can do, accept yourself in this moment, and just feed and nurture that beautiful growth that you want to cultivate from within yourself. Much love, and I look forward to connecting to you all again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.